Namaste. We are going to work on a mantra meditation today, and a mantra is a word or a phrase in which we use as a tool. And the tool is to replace what is typically running like ticker tape in our mind. 90% of our thoughts are on repeat daily. So consider how you can short circuit the mind. Different techniques that we use in our practice, for instance, using our breath to help to calm and slow the reels of the mind down. And when we're looking at using a mantra, the mantra gives us something positive to focus on. It's something that we use with repetition over and over and over again. It's kind of like our touchstone, not only a technique, but a touchstone that we return to. And of course, with any meditation, once you are using your technique and you feel like you have arrived to that state of bliss and immediate calm, that center of peace, then you can let the technique go and you can just abide there. And then if the mind starts thinking again, yoga chitta vritti naroda, yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind, meaning we need to give that mind something to do in order to still it again. So a mantra is a perfect thing to come back to over and over again. And with mantras, they are not affirmations. It's a different thing. And I know in our society, you'll hear people say a lot, they're going to use their mantra, and then they say this like English phrase that's like an affirmation. But mantra, at least in my opinion, should be in Sanskrit, because in Sanskrit, it's not our first language. It's not something that we're going to get pictures of or create a storyline with, per se, as if you were with English. So we are going to use a little bit of English in the beginning to kind of set this up, and then we'll go into the Sanskrit terminology. Before we get into that, I just want you to know that in I believe it's the book of Proverbs in the Old Testament, biblically speaking, there is a verse that I know you've heard because it's common knowledge out there. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am. And then in the New Testament, there is a time where Jesus is on the boat with a lot of fishermen, his apostles, and there's a storm, and they were like, what do we do? And he says out to the winds, to the storm, to the universe, peace, be still. And so sometimes, if you're a student of mine in Shavasana, occasionally I will get you to a place in Shavasana and I'll say, peace, be still, meaning calm any inner storms, be still and know that I am. And the I amness is where we're going with the Sanskrit. So the Sanskrit that we're going to use today is so hum. So hum. So hum. So is what you're reciting as you inhale, and hum is what you're reciting internally, quietly, or aloud if you want, on the exhale. So that mindfulness, so on the in-breath, hum on the out-breath, means I am that. I am that. So whether that is going into that stream of consciousness, whether that is moving into that calm in the midst of any internal storms, whether that calm is the peace that passeth all understanding, whether that is just blending with the wholeness and entirety of the universe, So hum, I am that. All right, so hum. If you've been in my classes, there is a great soundtrack of this where it's monks singing Om, so hum, and it's just like that for like an hour. It's so meditative, it's so grounding, it's so good. It may be meditative mind, but I'm not positive. So if you wanted to look that up on Apple Tunes or Amazon or YouTube, Om So Hum. Yeah, it does add the Om, but it's still the same concept. Okay, so if you want to have it playing in the background, you're welcome to. But we can sit in stillness and still practice the mantra, which is what I'm going to be leading you through now. So let's get settled. Grounding your seat. Breathing your way down into your body, anchoring yourself in this present moment. Notice as you focus on the body, you're less apt to roam in the mind. And if the mind continues to roam, that's okay. Just continue to breathe in. So, and breathe out. Hum. So, hum. So, hum. So on the inhale, hum on the exhale. So, hum. So, hum. I am that. Keep it going. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. So hum. I am that. I am that. So hum. So hum. If you want to continue, feel free. Namaste.